There was a female army unit called the Dahomey Amazon in what is now the Kingdom of Dahomey, located in the Republic of Benin, West Africa. The Dahomey Amazon was a name used by outsiders, Westerners. Its real name was Mino or Ahoshi, and the total number of members reached 6,000. Armed with the latest rifles imported from Denmark and the United States, they were trained to rush through thorn bush. However, Valkyrie and Amazon are legends, and even if they are based on facts to some extent, they have been created by adding exaggeration and fiction to a large extent. The fact that female warriors were considered a special object just for their existence meant that such women were rare under normal circumstances. The examples of female soldiers recorded in history are often not actually soldiers, but in most cases women were mobilized to perform auxiliary duties because the situation was urgent. All cases in which women really engaged in direct combat were unusual and exceptional. In particular, the Navy was an environment where it was even more difficult for women to exist, because there was a culture that considered it unlucky for ships to carry women regardless of age and country. In addition, aside from this superstition, it was extremely difficult to sail on a ship at that time, and it was difficult to expect women to work as sailors because men and women had to live together on a boat for a long time. There were exceptions, of course, and the pirates and Bonnie and Mary Read could wield their hatchets and cut through the thick rope in one fell swoop. Chinese pirate boss Qingxi is said to have been tough and strong enough to never be defeated by a man in a fight. It was during the Second World War, the worst battle in history, when the female military began to appear in earnest. Many women from each country enlisted in the military for their country, but except for the Soviet women, most of the female soldiers walked on in the rear of the battlefield. The US used the Red Cross nurses or the waves to provide consolation services and take care of patients exclusively for real support missions. American male soldiers on the front lines even made a song called Cute Female Soldier to pay tribute to the female soldiers. In China, almost identically to the Soviet Union, women played a major role in the 8th Route Army under Mao Zedong's command. In Britain, where the situation was grim, female soldiers were also active as radar base operators, anti-aircraft gunners, and air defense artillery handling equipment. Queen Elizabeth II was a princess and worked as a truck driver in a support department called Watts. During World War II, during the reign of her father King George VI, she enlisted as a lieutenant and was discharged as a captain. Of course, she was treated just like any other soldier. As a result, in the distant future, former French President Nicolas Sarkozy was criticized from all sides for not inviting Elizabeth II to a ceremony to commemorate the invasion of Normandy during his tenure in office. When defeat was near, Japan planned a maddening decisive battle on the mainland called the 100 Million Jade Operation and had all the people raise bamboo spears. There are still many pictures of young Japanese schoolgirls holding bamboo spears. Of course, after the Americans dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the Soviet Union invaded, Japan surrendered before the Americans landed on the mainland. So the 100 Million Jade Operation could not be carried out. Already in the Battle of Okinawa, Japanese schoolgirls had been forced to serve as comfort women and on the front lines under the name of the Himeuri Student Squad. In fact, there were not female soldiers in the regular Japanese army. Only a few occupations, such as nurses, employed civilians attached to the military.